broke phone. Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Stop playing with me before it turn to a song. Stop playing with me before it turn.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Kima, and you have clicked on Lost Pieces. Before we get into this video, please like, comment, and share. Even if you didn't enjoy it that much, somebody else might have. Let's get into this video. Okay, y'all. So from the title, you can see I'm gonna tell you about the time I got played. You know, my title might say he had a baby on me or something like that. Something like that. But I'm gonna get into the story because this was crazy. Okay, here we go. So this all takes place in high school, y'all. Like, all of this takes place in high school. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. I went into a school, so I graduated 8th grade. I went into a new high school, and I just happened to become friends with somebody who I didn't even know I was gonna make friends with. I actually came to the high school with a whole different group of friends, but once I started making friends with this girl, I kind of like moved my like the group kind of fell apart for me. I was no longer friends with those people, and I met somebody else. And it's so funny. I always think that it's so funny because in the beginning, this girl and I, people were saying that she was talking junk about me, and I didn't even know who this girl was or what she looked like until people was like, she's talking mess about you, she's talking mess about you. And I was like, what? Like, you talking mess? But my motto always is, if you ain't say it to my face, it doesn't matter. So that was that on that. she didn't say nothing to my face, but we ended up being close friends, everybody. Like, we ended up being just, to this day, just like still in contact. Like, we were close friends. It was like, you saw me, you saw her, period. You saw her, you saw me, period. And if one of us wasn't with each other, it was, where's Kima? And I'm gonna jump in and give y'all this girl's fake name, the name that I made up. I'm gonna call her Screwdriver. Okay, it's not cause of no malicious nothing. It's just what I could think of for her. I'm gonna call her Screwdriver. So, because like I said, we still friends to this day. So I'm gonna call her Screwdriver, okay? So Screwdriver, you know, her and I always tell her this too. I was like, you know, they used to be like, they was talking mess about me, so I ain't really mess with you like that. And it's just so funny, like, we became the best of friends, the best of friends, okay? And it was like my whole high school experience changed once I met this girl, okay? And once we became friends, my whole high school experience changed. And I know that to be a fact. I know where it might have went and where it actually went, okay? So I never regret meeting her. I never regret becoming best friends with her. I never regret any of it. I think it was in my life's plans. I do. So moving right along, I become such good friends with this girl, and I'm introduced to a whole other group of people now, okay? Because she actually was a year older than me, and she was in a grade higher than me. So she had already been in the school. She had, you know, established friends. She had boys, whatever the case may be. I'm just coming in. I'm just meeting these people. I'm a freshman. Like, so she's introducing me to a lot of people. She's one of those people who are very social. She makes friends very easily. I can't say the same for myself. Like, she makes friends very easily. She's just a very social person, and she's cool as hell. Oh, she's cool as heck. So naturally, through her introducing me to friends, there's girls and there's guys, and I met a lot of guy friends, a lot of her guy friends, or just rather a lot of people that knew her. And because I was so close with her, all of a sudden it's like, you with this other girl, like, you know, who's that, whatever. So it took a few years. I'm not gonna lie, probably like 9th and 10th grade, I don't think I was really seeing any action from guys in school. Like, it's been a few times, and I might tell those stories where guys just outright played me in my face, okay? Just outright played me in my face. And I never said anything or expressed it, but I'm not gonna tell that in this story, okay? That's just a little backstory for y'all. So a few years go by, okay? Now I think probably like a June, what's 11th grade? I might have been like in 11th grade. I think it was 11th grade. I was either somewhere between the 10th or the 11th grade, but I'm pretty sure this was my 11th grade year. So I think, was that a junior? I was a junior. So I'm a junior, okay? And obviously, like I said, all of these people are a year above me because I came in and I met her and she's a year above me, and all of those people that she introduced me to basically were in the same age bracket as her. They came in at the same time as her. So I'm the only one that's a year behind. Well, I wasn't behind, but, you know, y'all get what I'm saying. So I start out of the blue talking to this guy, and I'm gonna give him a name. His name, I'm gonna give him Bird. His name is gonna be Bird, okay? And my friend, Screwdriver, she starts talking to this other guy, his friend now. They're like really close friends. She starts talking to his friend, and we're gonna give her guy a name as well. We're gonna call him Giant, okay? So we got Screwdriver, we got Bird, and we got Giant. Screwdriver is my friend. Bird is the guy who I'm talking about in this story. That's mine, and Giant is my Screwdriver's guy. Y'all keeping up? Okay. So we start all talking. Now this becomes a group thing. It's like the four of us. Like we created a group chat. You know, they were walking us home from school. We were hanging out after school, being fresh. I wasn't sexually active at this time, so it wasn't a whole lot that I was doing, but nonetheless, like I was still like following these boys, being fresh. You know, in school, Bird and I, we would find any way to stand next to each other, talk, flirt, whatever. And Screwdriver and I, so one thing I forget to mention is that Bird and Giant were on the basketball team, okay? Bird and Giant were on the basketball team. So Screwdriver and I started going to basketball games. We go to basketball games like we never been to basketball games. I don't even watch basketball. Ever since that time that we were going to all of these basketball games for these boys, I still don't watch basketball. And I wasn't really there to watch the game. I was there to watch my man, which is my bad. So that's it. Like, I don't watch, but they were on the basketball team. So we went to a lot of their games. Some of them were home games, some of them were in other, I guess what you say, like schools, other venues. Some of them. So y'all, we would sometimes be paying like $5, buy this to get a ticket to go to these games. Like, these were our guys, you know, and we were so hyped. We were like, we're best friends, and we're I guess not dating, but like talking to best friends, because none of these men, or boys rather, asked anybody to be their girlfriend. I think Giant might have asked Screwdriver to be his girlfriend, but it probably only lasted like a couple of days, which was something that was a reoccurring thing with Giant and Screwdriver. But hey, this is about me. So as the weeks are going by, I'm talking to Bird. Like, I'm feeling him. He's talking to me like he's feeling me. He was one of those guys that would send you good morning texts. You know, he texts you at the end of the night. He's texting you throughout the day. Like, he was one of those guys. I think he's probably still one of those guys, honestly. Like, that's just not something that you lose. But he was just one of those guys, like, he would text you all the time. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? You're such a cutie. Like, all of these messages I still have in my head to this day. You know, he was an emoji guy. He was a picture guy. Like, all of these things, right? And naturally, when things start to slow down, when a person has just been like on you, and things start to slow down, you get to wondering. You get to being like, well, what's going on? You know, like, I haven't seen you, you haven't hit me up, like, what's going on? Now, Bird was the kind of guy who would skip school, I feel like he kind of had free range, more free range than the average teenager. Now, why is that? I don't know. I never got into his childhood home life. I don't know. I feel like he had a lot of free range, and I didn't have as much free range as he did, you know. And also, I just think he lied a lot. But things started to slow down. It started to slow noticeably down. And when that happened, I remember it was around Regents time. So I had to take my Regents. Screwdriver had to take her Regents. Giant and Bird had to take Regents. But I remember this being kind of like the last day that we all was like supposed to meet up, but we didn't meet up. And then there was this really, really big snowstorm. So we were kind of all home for a little while after the Regents. And I was at Screwdriver's house. I was always at Screwdriver's house. It was like a thing. But y'all, and in future story times, y'all gonna get some crazy stories about me being at Screwdriver's house. Like, crazy story times, crazy. So stay tuned for that, y'all. Crazy story times about me being at this girl's house. But anyway, during this time was no different. I was at her house during this freaking snowstorm, and like I said, we had all created a group chat. So we're talking, chatting it up. Screwdriver and I are like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't believe that we're talking to friends and we're friends, and you know, we're all in a group chat talking about when we're gonna see each other. You know, maybe we can all meet up on a day that we don't have school, whichever weekend, or blah. I'm here to tell you right now that never happened. None of that ever happened. None of it, okay? None of it happened. So, not shortly after this, right? Again, the conversations were a lot more sparse they weren't happening as much anymore. You know, seeing him wasn't happening as much anymore. Him talking to me in the hallways, walking me to class, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't happening as much anymore. And naturally, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but this is weird. Like, it's weird. And we was really, when I think about it, we was really only talking probably for like 2 to 3 weeks. And everything hit the fan like shortly before Valentine's Day. Go figure. I remember like we had the last personal conversation that we had was like, oh yeah, he was supposed to bring me like, oh no, I was supposed to bring him like some Oreos or something to school. And I really did it. I really bought that boy some Oreos to school. Like, I really packed up the Oreos that, you know, my parent put together, bought with their money rather, and I bought this boy some Oreos to school. And I was like, I bought Bird some Oreos. Like, I can't wait to see him. But around this time, I think he had caught a cold or something. So he was kind of sick. He was sick. So he was kind of home, and I guess like he had free range to just be home, because when I got sick, I could be home for a little while, but this boy was like not in school for like a minute. So I was like, okay. And then weird stuff started happening. I started seeing like weird stuff on Facebook. At this time, I was using Facebook heavy. Like, I think everyone at this time was using Facebook heavy. I was using Facebook heavy. So I'm peeping that he's posting statuses on Facebook. And I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to give another backstory, okay? So before I came along, it was another girl in the picture, okay? And they had been dating for a while. Like, they were one of those couples that was on and off all the time, like, but everybody knew, like, that's Bird and that's his girl, or that's his ex-girl, or they mad at each other, but they was just like one of those, like, they was one of those couples. Everyone knew, you know, I didn't know, but everyone knew, and I was like, okay, whatever. So when that finished, like, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have been the rebound chick. Oh, that ain't cool. Because they were the type of couple that would go off and on with each other all the time. I didn't notice until after this situation, because I didn't even know this girl until this situation, to be real with y'all. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100%. I didn't even know this girl until the situation. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think I was just like something to keep his attention until he went back to his girl. Oh, I feel offended. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on. Ooh, Kiva, girl. Anyway, yeah, so they would go always back and forth. Now, during the midst of me talking to him and whatever, I'm going to say that's no games, starting, apparently there's beef stirring up, which is also something that I didn't know was happening either, because like I said, I didn't know this girl until I started messing with him, or like talking to him. I'm not gonna say messing. Until I started talking to him, I did not know this girl. Like, I didn't know who she was, but I heard that somebody had beef with me. So I'm like, who got a problem with me? Who's talking crazy about me? Y'all, I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't do anything to anybody. I was a quiet kid for the most part. Like, I'm not staticky. I'm not, like, I don't have the type of attitude where I'm about to pop off at any minute and you don't even know what's about to hit you in your, like, I'm not that person. Like, that is not me at all. So, I'm hearing that somebody got beef with me. They don't like me. And apparently after the fact, I found out that they wanted to fight me, but you know, that was never the case. So I'm like, okay, who's the girl that wants to, who's the girl? Who's the girl? So they show me who the girl is. I'm like, okay. And then that's when they explained to me the history of them. I just told y'all the history of them. Everyone explained to me the history of them. I'm like, okay, well, if she ever got a problem, I'm never scared, but I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not gonna be like, I heard you got a problem, because I've got no problems. I didn't even know you. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I get on Facebook, right? And naturally, because I hear that this girl has a problem, I'm like, you know, naturally, I have everyone damn near from my high school on my Facebook. So, it wasn't hard for me to find her page. And I'm gonna be real about it. Like, I found her page. I found her page and I was stalking. And she was doing subliminals. I can't specifically remember what some of the stuff said, y'all. I'm pretty sure this might have been a much better video if I could remember some of the things that she was saying. But I just can't remember. But I just remember being like, oh, this girl's throwing subliminal messages at me. She's throwing subliminal messages. And we didn't have each other on Facebook. So I know that she didn't think that I would see her stuff. But I saw stuff. So it was one night, right? I'm scrolling through Facebook, whatever. And Bird makes a post. He's like, oh, I'm so sick. Thank God I have blah, blah, blah to take care of me. So in my head, we supposed to be talking here. I bought you some Oreos in school. Hello. In my head, I'm like, what you mean she at your house taking care of you? Like, what you talking about? So I hit him up. I'm like, oh, you with blah blah blah. Like, she at your house? He's like, yeah. He tells me it's nothing like that. It's not even like that. You know, she's always over here. She always taking care of me. And naturally, I went on her page and I saw she's like, yeah, I'm with my. She said something along the lines of him being her man or her babe or her forever or something like that. Because we used to use words like that. Like, that's my forever. You know, I'm at my forever's house or something along the lines of that. And she's like, yeah, I'm at my forever's house. He's sick. I'm taking care of my boo or my babe or whatever. And I was like, I was pissed. But y'all, this is not even the end, and this is not even the worst thing that happens. Okay, not finished. There's more because Kim was an idiot. There's more. So I'm like, oh, okay. He been at her house. She's at his house feeding him soup and taking care of him and blah 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 and all of this. This makes sense why he been acting weird. So like I said, I hit him up. I'm like, oh, you blah 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 is at your house and she's taking care of you, and what's this all about? Like, what is this? And of course, he's downplaying it to me, like, oh no, it's never been anything. It's not nothing like that. It's just like, you know, I'm comfortable around her. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I fell for all of these lines. Oh yeah, I'm just comfortable around her. Da da da. It's not nothing like that. Like, chill. Like, he's telling me to chill. He's telling me to chill. So I'm like, okay, I do nothing. I didn't do anything. I chilled out. So I'm like, okay, you want me to chill? I'm gonna chill. Okay, I let it go, but I was like, after this, like, that's it. Like, I'm not messing with you no more. I'm not messing with him no more, right? So obviously, he's back with his ex. All right, he is back with his ex, and I'm kind of fuming. I'm fuming, and I'm waiting, y'all. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm gonna be real. I'm waiting. I was waiting for the day that they broke up, because I knew it was gonna happen, because apparently that's the nature of their relationship, right? I'm waiting for the day for them to break up. Guess what happened? They broke up. Guess who inbox he was back in? I'll wait and y'all tell me. I'll wait. Did you guess that it was my inbox he was in? Yeah, it was my inbox that he was in. He was in my inbox again. So I'm like, oh, he's back. Let the games begin. Okay? I'm like flirting with him, everything. I'm going hard. I'm not even gonna lie, I start going hard, because I'm like, oh, ain't no way. I really felt like there's no way that you just up and left me high and dry for this girl, and I don't even know who she is. She don't like me, and she at your house, and you embarrassing me on Facebook talking about, oh, I'm at my house with my man, and oh, blah, 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 is here to take care of me, like embarrassing me when everybody know that we supposed to be talking. Everybody knew. Like, everyone knew. So what are you doing? For real, right? Now that I know, I'm aware of this girl, and she's aware of me. She's talking shit. She's talking mess, blah, 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 whatever. So I start going hard. I'm like, I'm on his, like, he on my body, but I'm on his body. You know what I mean? Like, he on my body, but I'm on his body. I'm like, you gonna be mine. You going to be my man. You gonna be mine. But this time around, I was wrong. I was very wrong. Actually, it's not this time around. This the second time. I was wrong. I was very wrong. So I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking now I was on his body, but things between us wasn't just like how it was before when I explained it to y'all the first time. It still wasn't that way. But still, we would have like certain classes together, and we would still sit and talk and flirt and da. And we would still text messaging each other back and forth. It wasn't as much or the same, because this time we were doing it like solo by ourselves. But we're still texting back and forth. Like 5 days out of the week, we was probably texting 4. So he pulls like another kind of disappearing act again, and I'm like, you know what? I guess I ain't got him this time. Like, I don't care. And y'all, I should probably be ashamed to say this, but this is the fact. I was like, you know what? I don't necessarily want this man, but I don't want her to have him either, because she's just nasty. Like, to this day, can y'all feel me on that? To this day, oh. I might have to edit that out. But y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the news, okay? He starts disappearing on me, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I didn't necessarily want him, because that man was for the streets, for real. Like, he was really for the streets. He's like, I don't want him, but I don't want her to have him. And that was my mindset, y'all, for a little while. Like maybe a month, maybe like a month, 3 weeks. That was like my mindset. But then my little bubble got popped. Popped. It got popped. And you want to know why? Because this girl pops up pregnant. And of course, whose baby is it? Whose baby is it? We're gonna pause one more time and y'all gonna tell me down in the comments whose baby this is. Of course. Of course. Whose baby is this? It's Bird's. It's Bird's baby. It's Bird's baby. So basically, I was in these streets embarrassing myself. I'm like, I don't necessarily want him, but she not gonna have him, and I'm getting in my feelings, whatever the case may be. It don't matter because she pregnant. They been doing the do. She pregnant. So I was gonna say, I would never forget that. Ever, 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 ever forget that. And it really just hit me that I think I was really the in-between girl. I was the in-between girl. That really just messed me up. Like, I was really the in-between girl. Oh no. And I was sitting there like, Damn, I lost the war in the battle. The war in the battle, okay? Because she surely got pregnant by that man. But like I said, I wasn't even sexually active in high school. And that really affected a lot of my relationships, which I will tell furthermore in other videos. I got some crazy, crazy, crazy stories, y'all. Okay, so if you like this video, please comment, please like, please share, and please subscribe. I enjoy doing this, but I need an audience, okay? So please, 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 please. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in another video. Peace.